Did you know that cold doesn't really exist? That might sound quite strange to those living in freezing temperatures, but heat does exist. It's a thermal energy that is transferred between the atoms of objects, and when there is a relative decrease in heat and it is perceived, that is what we call cold. You call a cup of boiling water hot because it has a lot of heat, and you call a cup of iced water cold because it has a little bit of heat. And if you were to mix the water in both cups, it's heat that is transferred between the two and not cold. So it's fine to say that cold is the relative absence of heat. But heat is not the absence of cold. It's the same thing with light and darkness. You can move light into a dark room, but you can't move darkness into a lit room because darkness is what we call the lack of light. And so, light exists on its own, but darkness does not. In Christian thought, that's the way we think about the relationship between good and evil. Good exists on its own, but evil does not. Evil is what we call the lack of good, but good is not the lack of evil. Good is like an apple, but evil is like the rotting of an apple. The apple exists on its own, but rotten does not exist on its own. It's what we call something that is happening to the apple. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to make Grace Proceed for more.